In my 20s and 30s, I was basically transport for testosterone. You know, I was a professional athlete, then I retired and worked on Wall Street, then I got caught up in the dot-com bubble and was trying to do it fun and fast, but it wasn't built to last. And I came into this conversation with a lot of testosterone around these plant powders and, you know, does it work, and tell me more, and I was pretty skeptical, had a big ego, which is kind of a acronym for excludes great opportunity. I had illusions of knowledge, I'll tell you that. But in the end, the vision that I saw was kind of elegant simplicity. I was like, plant powders, that's different, that's simple, I get that, and it's a fundamental thing. Compounded over time, that probably makes sense. So this idea of plant powders was around the time that Apple came out with their Think Different campaign. And I saw this as think different. You know, plant powders, produce concentrates, are distinctly different from a multivitamin of 30 molecules. So immediately in the pantry shelf of my brain, I understood that this was different. But when I got on these plant powders and produce concentrates, I didn't really feel anything. I understood intellectually that this was important. I saw all the science, but I didn't really feel anything. And it took literally probably 12 to 18 months before I began to feel things. And here's the thing. Food does things to the body over time. There was a compounding effect. I was already off the couch. I was physically fit. I ate really well. But the compounding effect of this plant matter over time, I had to give some time for it to deliver its physiological conditioning. So for me, I'll take this stuff the rest of my life because matter matters, and I just don't eat enough every day, 10 plus servings every day, so it's an easy, simple way. For me, it's a hygienic health food like brushing my teeth. So the product made sense to me. The business of the product, I had a lot of mental gymnastics on. I had a lot of hang-ups on. I wouldn't recommend you spend 3 to 5 years of brain damage to try to figure it out. I would encourage you to do your due diligence fun and fast, but do it intense and get to a big yes or a big no around. Here's what I've learned. Here's what I've experienced. Real company, real world, making a big difference one person at a time. You know, kicking ass and taking names. This company is going to be $1 billion company in the year 2020. I want some of that market share. From the business perspective, here's the first thing I saw. I saw a company that was focused and trying to do a few things and be the best in the world at that. I appreciated that as a former professional athlete, that ability to focus and try to be the best at a few simple things, plant powders, produce concentrates, vertical aeroponics. As an entrepreneur, I mean, in the end, all an entrepreneur is an athlete in business. And so when a mentor of mine, I was working in the corporate world after I retired, I was working for the man, 60, 70 hours a week, suit and tie. I was working a lot, I was traveling a lot, and that lifestyle, I had a lot of money, I didn't have a lot of lifestyle, and the freedom and the ability to make decisions and the ability to work on my family's dreams versus working for an employer's dreams. You know, the ability for my wife to not have to stress about daycare, just be at home and be a mom, you know? And this is the gift we get to sort of share with others now. So for me, I had to get some basic things in my brain worked out, and those were my illusions of knowledge. But here's some business principles that I've learned. It's one thing to get a customer in business. It is a completely different thing to retain a customer in business. We have one of the highest retention rates in the health food industry because we're simple, hygienic health food. We've had customers for 10, 15 years, and they take it like they're brushing their teeth. So that's the first thing. Gain and retain is good business. The other thing that I think is really important to understand as an entrepreneur is how do I grow income, beyond my own ability to produce income. If you're self-employed or you're employed, when you stop working, chances are your paycheck stops working. You can go out and create leverage. You can get employees. You can take on a lot of debt and the financial leverage. We have social leverage. We have partnership leverage, where we partner with other like-minded agents, change agents, health food agents, 1099 independent contractors, and help them develop a small little customer base, and we revenue share. And the idea of growing income beyond myself and revenue sharing with the tribe, that appealed to me. Not a new concept. So the way I describe it is I'm a health food agent and I can retail great products, or I want to grow a health food agency and lock arms with other agents and just simply revenue share. So for me, the ability to grow income beyond your own personal output, that's a thing. It's worth taking time to learn more about that. The final thing I will say is this: business has provided my wife and I a lifestyle, 6-figure income. We have healthcare benefits. I don't know of another 1099 independent contractor company that offers healthcare benefits. It's $50 to get in this game. It's a meritocracy. We don't pay the wrong people. But what we try to do is help people live on the right side of their own bell curve and step into their own authenticity and their own voice. And in the end, if leadership freaks you out, this is what I've learned about leadership. Leadership is nothing more than following something bigger than yourself. And so I invite you to learn more. I invite you to come marinate in this community, this culture. I think you'll find after that homework that we're good people doing good work, trying to make a difference one person at a time. And I hope we'll see you on the field of play.